Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We're going to be watching Riverdale Season 4, Episode 1. I finished binging the rest of Season 3, and I took a little break to have some lunch because I was like super nauseous. So I'm ready to get into this episode. I have my roll of toilet paper here because I know, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to take a little bit right now. I'm going to need it. And I know that this is going to be a goodbye to Luke Perry / Fred Andrews. So I haven't even watched the trailer for season 4. I just watched that little promo showing them saying goodbye to Fred. It was like 30 seconds or something like that clip. So maybe I'll watch the trailer after this. Or maybe I won't watch it at all, because trailers tend to give stuff away. I shouldn't have even watched the promo, looking back on it, because then the whole thing with Betty would have been a little bit more intense in season 3 at the end, because I already knew she was going to be alive, and along with Archie and Jughead, so I don't know if I remember seeing Veronica in the promo. I don't know, but anyway, I don't know if I'll watch the trailer. But that's not important. Let's go ahead and get into this and cry my eyes out so I have time to calm down before I have to pick up my daughter from school, because people might look at me weird if my face is all puffy and red. So if you guys would like to follow me on Twitter, would like to get early access to my reactions, or would like to watch the full reactions over on my Patreon, the links are down below. Let's get into this episode.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful story, Chuck.
Really? You think it's worth submitting to the contest?
No, I think it's gonna win the contest.
I love you.
I love you too.
But don't we have to finish building a float for your big 4th of July parade?
It's not my parade, it's the town's. Pops is only sponsoring it. Well, if not the day, how about another hour?
Hell yeah.
Okay then.
You tell me you're not hanging out with your dead brother.
Good morning, JJ.
Oh my god, this is so
Let's see what
gross.
the hot gossip in town is today, shall we? And then we'll do the cross word.
What the hell? Is that the 4th of July is a day of tragedy for Riverdale, not celebration. Or have you forgotten what happened to my poor brother, Jason?
Cheryl, Riverdale hasn't held a parade out of respect for what happened to your brother in, like, years. I think it's time.
I mean, you don't have to come.
Oh, I'll be there. Insufferable Smurf. Front and center. With a sign of protest in one hand and a horn of compressed air to silence any revelry in the other.
Huh? Hey, Dad.
There's the news, isn't it?
Archie!
What happened was Fred was driving home to Riverdale when he pulled over to help someone. His car had stalled on the side of the road, and another vehicle came upon them way too fast, and he was struck by...
No. I already knew
I'm
this,
sorry,
by the way.
man.
Someone told me.
So it was a hit and run. We have to find out who did it. We have to catch them.
No, Red. You don't even think about that right now. And I'll work with the sheriff's office up in Cherry Creek and make sure all this is taken care of. You understand?
I bet this was hard for everybody, for real.
Since we're transporting the body from upstate, there will be an additional cost of $9,000.
Whatever needs kidding to be done. Me?
However much it costs.
Greedy ass freaking people.
The driver that makes these trips for us isn't available until July 5th because of the holiday.
There was a father-daughter potato sack race. My dad, I don't know where he was, but Mr. Andrews said that he would do it with me. So he was my dad for the day.
When things started getting bad with my dad and drinking, my mom would call up Fred for help. And he would drive to the bar. And he would pick up my dad and he'd lay him on the couch. But he'd always stay a little while, just to talk to me, see how I was doing in school, and if I had eaten dinner. He just wanted to know if I was hungry. I always was.
Taught me how to play football and baseball, pretty much every other sport. He fixed up the jalopy together. He bought me my first guitar. He even soundproofed the garage, just so...
Hey, Archie.
I'm good. I'm wiped out, you guys. Can we call it a day?
Fred was the best parent ever.
Archie, everyone's waiting. Where's your dad?
I thought he was already with you.
No. No. Come see for yourself.
Where's Dad?
Archie, you were supposed to get him.
I have to go get my dad.
What? What do you mean?
I have to bring him home.
I don't want my dad stuck in some weird town. And I can't wait for after July 4th for them to bring him back. He'd want to be home, I know that.
What happened to my dad's truck?
Still at the accident site, parked on the side of the road.
Okay.
They just left
would you
it
mind
there?
showing me where that is?
I thought they would like take it to a junkyard or
It's a few miles south.
impound or something.
On Route 80.
I want him home. And I want to be the one who brings him home today.
I understand, but I'm afraid that's not possible.
Why?
Hello?
Hey, Mom.
Archie?
The funeral home up here won't release Dad to me. Something about me being underage.
Put me on the phone with whoever's in charge.
I see. No, that won't be necessary, Mrs. Andrews.
You know she's threatening his ass.
Of course. I'll just need you to sign an authorization form. No, I'll do it right now. Thank you.
What if they made a mistake, you guys? I'd like to see my father.
Of course.
Archie,
I thought...
Archie changed his mind. But he asked us to make sure it's him.
Jug, one thing you can help me with.
Anything.
My dad's obituary. Could you write it? For the register?
Of course.
Is it him?
If it wasn't,
Yes,
they
it
would have
is.
been like running out there and
I have his
telling that.
belongings.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Arch.
When my brother Jason died, I felt supremely alone. I don't want you or Archie to ever feel anything even remotely like that. So, with your blessing, there's something I'd like to do for your family.
This is the woman he saved, right? Or pulled over for. I know who it is. Someone told us Shannon Doherty. Yeah.
Are you Archie?
How do you know my name?
Your father told me. One of my tires blew and, I was stranded out here.
You're the one he was helping.
He talked about you the entire time. His son, how he couldn't believe that a man like him was blessed with such a thoughtful, kind boy.
You were with him when he...
We were working on the tire, and a car it came out of nowhere, speeding, and I froze in its path, and your dad, he pushed me out of the way. He saved my life. I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do to ever repay him, but I would like to say a prayer for him. Maybe you'd like to join me. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Guys, my dad saved that woman's life.
He died a year
A
ago.
total stranger.
He died a hero.
Why did he have to be one?
Why this time? Why did he have to stop? Why couldn't he just kept driving like everyone else?
Because your dad helped people. That's just who he was.
Yeah, and it got him killed. He died on the side of the road, waiting for an ambulance without his family, without his friends. I'm sorry, but that's not heroic. That's senseless.
I promise you, that is not true.
They found him.
What?
Good.
The guy who killed my dad.
He turned himself in an hour ago.
Is he in jail?
No. He made bail. He was released.
What?
For what it's worth, the chief told me the guy's real broken up about it, so...
He killed my father.
Your dad's gonna get justice, I promise you.
Yeah, you're right. He will get justice. I promise you.
Archie, don't do that. That is not honoring your father. Not like the guy's trying to hide anymore. He turned himself in. He didn't even have to do that.
Are you George Augustine?
Yes, what can
Fred Andrews. You hit him with your car, and you kept driving. You left him there to die. You coward!
Son, listen to me.
Shut up! You took away the only man who could call me that. What were you doing when you murdered him? Tell me. Tell me, I swear. Kill you!
Stop! He didn't do it. It was me. It was my fault. I took the car when I wasn't supposed to.
Is he even old enough to drive?
I don't even have my license. I'm so sorry.
Kid driving the car and my dad. He's just stupid, terrified. It's something that I would have done. Taking the car out without permission. How I did it a dozen times, and his dad was protecting it the same way mine would have. I'm a terrible son.
You're not a terrible son.
I just went into a stranger's house and almost hurt an innocent man.
I think your father would understand under these circumstances.
He would be ashamed of me. I'm ashamed of me.
Archie, your dad loved you more than anyone and anything else. Whenever he looked at you, there was pride in his eyes. He was proud of you.
Was, otherwise he wouldn't have been bragging to a stranger about him.